Hey, I'm Smokin' Dave, and you're listening to a man who has a date with Sister Jean Dolores Schmidt tonight, and I could not be more jealous. It's the Kevin Friedman Show.
Hey now, it's Tuesday, March 27th, and another SportsGossip.com podcast is on the air. I'm Kevin Friedman here with my announcer, Smokin' Dave, and we're here to give you 10 stories straight off the SportsGossip.com website. We're going to get right to it with story number 1. Dave, it's your time to shine.
Any chance I can get in on that date with Sister Jean tonight?
What do you mean, get in on that date?
You never know. She might be down for a threesome.
Are you insane, Dave? You think I want to have a threesome with you?
I'm just saying, if the conversation comes up, you have my number.
Will you please give us the first story?
Steve Kerr says there's no way Steph Curry plays in the first round of the playoffs.
The Warriors are banged up. Kevin Durant has rib soreness. Klay Thompson has a broken right thumb. Draymond Green has the flu. And now Stephen Curry has an MCL sprain, which he suffered in his return Friday night versus Atlanta. Curry will be reevaluated in a few weeks, and Steve Kerr says there is no way he's playing in the first round. While this is concerning for Golden State, as long as they have a healthy Kevin Durant, Klay Thompson, and Draymond Green, they should have no problem advancing past the first round. But what's got to bother any Golden State fan is how senseless this injury was. The only reason it happened was because of an out-of-control JaVale McGee. Watch the replay. You'll see an out-of-control McGee not box out his own man, but go and try and make a block by flying through the lane. He ends up landing on his ass, flailing out his arms, and taking out Curry in the process. Golden State will most likely head into the playoffs as a 2 seed, and while I don't think this injury will stop them from winning in the first round, if Curry can't come back 100% healthy, they might be in trouble down the line. And if that is the case, all you Houston Rockets and Cleveland Cavalier fans should be thanking one person, because JaVale McGee might have just affected the outcome of the NBA playoffs. Dave, what do you got next?
Former MLB player Albert Bell was arrested for indecent exposure and DUI.
Bell was arrested in Scottsdale on Sunday for 2 counts of indecent exposure, 1 count of DUI, and 1 count of extreme DUI. The arrest reportedly took place during a spring training game. You can check out this article and the mugshot picture on SportsGossip.com, and it's worth checking out. Bell's only 51 years old, and he looks like he's 86. Albert Bell, who at 2 different times in his career was the highest paid player in the league, also was well known around the league for being a nut job. You want examples? The Indians billed him $10 grand a year for damage he caused in clubhouses on the road and at home. He liked to destroy the post-game buffet, launching plates into the shower. He once took a bat to Kenny Lofton's boombox after a bat at bat, and he preferred to have the clubhouse cold, below 60 degrees. One teammate once turned up the heat. Bell walked over, turned down the thermostat, and smashed it with his bat. So while Bell is clearly nuts, he's also clearly an idiot. Now this guy at 2 different times in his career was the highest paid player in baseball, so he has to have money, which means he can easily afford an Uber, a Lyft, or even a limo. If you're going to get drunk, then don't drive. It's as simple as that. I mean, these days all you have to do is hit a few buttons on your phone and you have a ride. And let's hope the indecent exposure was for pissing in public, because that's about the only form of indecent exposure I can find acceptable. Dave, you ever been charged with indecent exposure?
It was 1965. I had a long night drinking tequila, woke up naked on the floor of a seminary, and those nuns called the cops on me. Can you believe it?
Knowing you, I can. What's next?
Sir Mix-a-Lot rips the Chargers and Dean Spanos.
Yeah, my first question is, how is Sir Mix-a-Lot still doing concerts? The guy had 1 hit. Granted, it is a great song, but what does he do, just play it over and over? Baby Got Back came out in 1992, so you gotta give Sir Mix-a-Lot a lot of credit. He's been living off the same song for 26 years. Dave, you and I gotta come up with a hit song. All we need is 1 hit song and we're set.
No offense, but why do I need you? I can come up with a hit rap song all by myself. I already thought of my rap name.
Yeah, what's that?
Sir Smoke-a-Lot.
You can go to SportsGossip.com if you want to watch the video yourself. It's about a minute long. Sir Mix-a-Lot on stage at his concert criticizing the Chargers owner Dean Spanos for moving the team to LA, comparing it to when he lost his favorite team, the Seattle Supersonics, to Oklahoma City. Hey, Sir Smoke-A-Lot, give us the next story.
Bill Belichick won't discuss possible Gronk retirement.
Yeah, big shocker there. Bill Belichick doesn't talk to the press about anything because he's smart. I only wish there was a reporter who could get an honest interview out of Belichick because I think he has a lot of issues with the Patriots organization and Bob Kraft right now. The number one issue being Jimmy Garoppolo. Belichick did not want to trade him, and he was forced to. I have no doubt in my mind if Belichick had to answer the question honestly, he would choose Jimmy Garoppolo over Tom Brady, and Bob Kraft denied him that decision. Bill Belichick is supposed to have absolute control of this team when it comes to personnel decisions, and Bob Kraft went over his head. Now, I'm not saying he should do this, but Jed York owns the 49ers. He has a good GM, he has a good coach, but if he got rid of them both and called Bob Kraft and made him an offer to get Belichick, I guarantee Belichick would love to go to San Francisco. I would love to hear Belichick answer that question honestly, but it's never going to happen. I would also love to know what his thoughts were on benching Malcolm Butler, but we'll never get the answer to that either. There might be one broadcaster out there who's good enough to get this answer out of him, but unfortunately, he knows nothing about sports. His name is Howard Stern, the greatest entertainer in the history of entertainment. Belichick is actually a Howard Stern fan, so you never know. That interview could happen. Let's just hope there's a sports fan feeding a couple questions for Howard to ask. Smokin' Dave, you're up. What's next?
The Giants are open to trading Odell Beckham Jr.
Beckham is on the final year of his rookie contract and scheduled to make $8.5 million this season. Beckett is coming off a season-ending injury and a lot of controversy in the offseason, and now he's saying he won't take the field unless he gets a new contract. So the Giants responded by saying they are open to trading him, but not in active talks. Rumor is Beckham wants to be paid like a quarterback and is expecting $20 million per season. And in a league where Mike Glennon can get $16 million a year and Sam Bradford can get $20 million guaranteed per year, I don't think he's crazy. Now, the current highest paid wide receiver is the Steelers' Antonio Brown. He makes $17 million a year, and I think he's underpaid. Now, Beckham's only 25. He's coming off an injury, but the previous 3 seasons he put up incredible numbers, and he should at least expect $15 million. If he's going to be greedy and demand 20, that might be a problem, especially with all his off-the-field problems. But despite those problems, there's no denying the guy's talent. And if I'm an NFL team and I have a good quarterback, I'm thinking about trying to put together a trade to get Odell Beckham. Hey Bears, you listening? I think the Bears, Patriots, and 49ers would all be fools to not at least inquire about this. It's definitely going to cost you some draft picks, but it could be well worth it. He's one of the best wide receivers in the NFL. If I'm the Giants, I'm offering him 4 years, $60 million, $40 guaranteed right now, and hoping he signs. My guess is he would. Alright, we got another new sponsor on the show, so we'll take a break and come back with the 5 remaining stories right after this.
Hello, I have DVD, I have one board game, I have 6 pair Velcro tennis shoes. I sell to you. You contact me at bigdong@yahoo.com. Thank you.
And we're back. Dave, give us that next story.
Hold on, I'm sending an email. bigdong@yahoo.com. Whoa, what were you saying?
Why are you emailing Big Dong?
What do you mean? I want those DVDs. It certainly isn't because he has a big dong.
Okay, can we get the next story, please?
John Elway has completely let himself go.
Yes, Elway certainly is not in game shape these days. He was on a family vacation in the Bahamas. His son posted a picture of him on Instagram with no shirt, and let me just say, he is not in fantastic shape, and that's putting it kindly. You can go to sportsgossip.com and check out these pictures for yourself. My advice to Elway would be go Tony Soprano style. You wear the wife beater. If you got a belly that big, you got to cover it up. But then again, Elway's 57 years old, he's married, he's rich, so who cares? Obviously he doesn't. Next story.
Odell Beckham Jr. hits up the Kids' Choice Awards.
I don't know who's running things over at Nickelodeon, but they must be pretty desperate for stars. Don't get me wrong, Odell Beckham Jr. is a big star and kids love him, but he was just caught a couple weeks ago in a bed, allegedly holding a joint with cocaine next to him. Is this the best example to set for kids? Oh, and guess who else was there? Lamar Odom, former crackhead. I mean, someone at Nickelodeon actually sat down and went over the guest list, and Lamar Odom made it through. Next year it wouldn't shock me if they had El Chapo hosting. Dave, what's next?
This is a SportsGossip.com exclusive. J.J. Watt spotted hanging out with another girl.
J.J. Watt's been dating a professional soccer player for the past 2 years, and one of our sportsgossip.com tipsters sent us exclusive pictures of J.J. hanging out with another girl who looks very similar to his girlfriend while his girlfriend was out of town. You can go to sportsgossip.com to check out these exclusive pictures and pictures of JJ's professional soccer playing girlfriend. I haven't said her name because it's very hard to pronounce. Now I want to be very clear, these are just pictures. There is absolutely no proof JJ Watt is cheating on his girlfriend, and I want to make that clear because I don't want to be attacked by JJ Watt. He's a monster. Dave, what's next?
Charles Barkley scored a Final Four date with Sister Jean.
Now, first off, this is fake news. You can go to sportsgossip.com yourself and watch a video where Sister Jean never verbally agrees to a date with Charles Barkley.
Sounds like somebody's a little jealous.
Listen, I'm not jealous. I got a date with her tonight. I guarantee after tonight she's not going out on any more dates.
Hey, Chuck, if you're listening and Sister Jean's down for a threesome, call in and I'll give you my number.
I wouldn't get your hopes up. Now give us that final story.
Kansas fans celebrated trip to the Final Four with their own nun.
Loyola has the gorgeous Sister Jean, and now Kansas is trying to do the copycat move with Sister Jayhawk. You can go to sportsgossip.com and watch a video of Sister Jayhawk dancing with a crowd of about 100 people. She's hip-hop dancing. She's probably in her 50s. I don't even know if this lady's a real nun. Hey, I guarantee you watch this video, you'll agree you've never seen a nun dance like this.
Guess who just got a date with Sister Jayhawk tonight?
Man, you work fast, Dave.
If I can get her interested in a threesome, you want me to give you a call?
Yeah, I think I'm going to pass on that one, and I think I'm going to end the show. I want to thank Smokin' Dave. I want to thank you for listening. As always, you can check out these stories and more at sportsgossip.com, and we'll see you next time.